In this tutorial, we're going to learn about titles in Premiere Pro. So in Premiere Pro, you can add a title which can be of a still text. Still text means it will not move and it will stay in a fixed position. And the other one is animated text, which means the text will move. So in the toolbox, we have the type tool we can use in order to type on top of the screen. But in case if you're using different versions, you will find on the menu bar where it says title, so you'll have to select there and choose as still title. But here I have the type tool here, so I'm going to select that and click on top of the screen and I will type the text. So once you have typed the text, if you want to change the size of the text or change the color or anything about the text, you will have to go to graphics. So you will also notice that a different layer has been created just above our video. So every time you click on the type tool and click on the screen, it creates a new layer that has some text, or it can be some other shapes also. So it doesn't mean that we can only have a text, we can also draw a rectangle. So if I click here and you have a rectangle here, if I select that one, we can create a rectangle or different other shapes. But remember that it will be still under the same layer. So I'm going to delete this one. For deleting that, you can go to move tool and click on the shape and delete that one. But now I'm going to edit text, so I'll click the text, and in our graphics area, which is this panel here, remember you have clicked on the text. Sometimes it is clicked out, so you won't be able to do any editing about the text. So remember to click on the text, and let's say I want to change the size. So you can also resize from this transform box, or you can also use the text size from here, which is already 100 here. So I'm going, if I increase that one, the text size will be increased. And if you want to align the text exactly to the middle, go and click these two. This is for vertical alignment, which is in the center now, and if I click here, it will be aligned along the horizontal, so it is in the center. And if I want to change the color, you will have to come down here and it says fill color here. So this field, if I click on that, you'll be able to check on the colors and select a color which you want to put that on top of this text. So if I click OK, the text color will be changed. Now for the text also, if I come down here, you will see the stroke is also given here. Now if I select that one, and you'll see a slight part of the stroke has come out. Now if you want to increase the stroke size usually comes up here, but since the panel is too small that it's not displaying the stroke size, so I'm going to increase the panel size, and you'll see the stroke size is here, which is 1. So if I want to increase, click on here and move along the right side. So I'll click here and move along the right side. You'll see that the stroke size has been increased. So that is how you can edit text or a title to our video. So if I play it, your text will be put on top of the video. Now suppose if I want to start the text after some time only, let's say I want to start the text here only, so I will have to move the text by clicking on it. That is how you can move the text where you want it to start. So the video will play for some time, and once this indicator starts to touch that layer, the text will start to appear, and the text will disappear after that layer has ended. Now let's check on how we can animate this one. Let's say I want to let it come from the bottom and stop here. So for that, you need to click on that particular layer that is on the text and go over to effect controls. Let us expand this so that we can properly work on it. And since we're going to change the position, which means we want to move from bottom to the center, that is position, so click on the position here. We have the toggle animation here, so this allows you to mark the position where the text will be. So I will mark here once, and after some time it's going to come up to the center. So mark that area also. So in this ending of our marked area, that is in this portion, it'll be in the center, but in our starting, it'll be towards the bottom of the screen. So I'm going to remember this indicator should be in the starting, because in the starting I want the text to be towards the bottom of our screen. So make sure this one is in the starting portion of this toggle animation, which I marked just now. So for starting the toggle animation, remember, I'm going to do it again. Remember, you need to click here once. That allows you to mark here. Now if you want to mark a different other portion, you will have to use this one. Don't use it, it will only remove the toggle animation option. So use this option, which allows you to add a keyframe point. So I'll click here once. So in this portion, our text will be in the center, and I'll move this one to the starting point. So this is the ending point, this is the starting. If I click here, this is the starting point. So in that particular point, the text should be towards the bottom of our screen. So if I use this one, it will move down. Okay, now let's check the preview. So text has started moving. So if your video gets stuck, which means it is properly not rendered, and if you want to check a smooth preview of your animation that you have done just now, you can click on that particular clip and go to sequence and render selection. So it will start to render, which means it will process your animation so that it will look more smooth when you take the preview of the animation that you have done. So once the rendering is done, you can check a smooth preview of your animation. So that is how you can add a text or a title to your video.